Okay, looks like camera's rolling. So today we're going to be taking apart a HP NV Photo 7155 printer scanner, photocopier, I guess, maybe, I don't know. I know there's not supposed to be a lot in these guys, but we'll take a look and see what's in here, what we can get out. These are I expect a lot of plastic. Okay, paper tray just looks like all plastic makeup. Yeah, I don't see anything else on here. Kind of a sensor it looks like. Figure that out in a bit. Need to charge these guys. Okay, that's all the screws I see on the bottom side right now. There's another plastic bit. I've got one screw here. One bit of plastic. Part of the power supply, might have a transformer in there. That bit fell off. That bit fell off. turn this way a little bit so you can see a little. Now, obviously, to get to these screws back here, I need to get this lid up higher. That's all plastic. Cartridges, which we'll have to take a look at. They may actually have something on the Okay, camera ran out of storage space, so I had to run up and purge that. Once again, I think I've gotten all the visible screws. That I can reach. That pulled that out. A little bit of metal on that. Don't see anything else there. Those are hidden too much. Small board on here. One for the switch, one for the display. We got a little bit of silver in that. Keep dropping pieces of plastic. A ribbon cable. So that little board has one little flat pack, a couple little flat packs on it, and some surface mount items. There's our display, and it looks like it's probably a touch sensitive one. Metal frame on here, and this little guy definitely has some gold fingers on it. Nicer gold fingers on the backside there. Looks like that connected to the back side of this plastic display. Probably part of the touch sensitive portion. And I don't see anything else on there metal wise, so plastic. One more screw here. Hiding down here. See any more? There's one way down here. Again, I've run out of screws that are easily accessible. Okay, looks like we've got snaps along the edge here. Held on back. All pieces held on there. Okay. That's black tape on it. Alright, this side, what do we got? one little screw. There it is. So can I get this dim fletcher off here? Ha! A little spin there, and now we can open this guy up a little way. Said there was a few screws hiding back here. Should have opened that side first apparently because it didn't have a screw holding it in, and this one did. Here. There we go. Now that should come. There's one more down in here. That's all plastic. We got one little gear here. One little gear there. That's plastic. This comes off. This has got some kind of something in it. Let's take a look. reader arm in here. So LED bar on here. It's got a small motor on it. Looks like it's got a big chunk of ferrite. Some ribbon cable here with silver tabs, not gold on this one. But it does look like there may be some gold flashing on this circuit board here. That's on the reader arm. So that'll be good to take a look at, see if there's anything else on there. Looks like it's just glued down, so there we go. So yeah, some kind of a tiny little processor right here. Some gold tracing on it though. A couple of other items on here, surface mount items. Nothing much, but hey, we'll take it. The rest of this has the LEDs on it and the sensor array. So we'll have to dive into that a little bit more later. See if we can remove this motor. Another little motor for our collection. Tiny little circuit board again. The rest of this is plastic gears. Plastic gears and other plastic pieces. This is a piece of glass and the rest of it's plastic, so we'll set that aside for now so I don't break the glass. And now we're inside here. Looks like most of the circuit boards are on this side. Start removing screws wherever I see them. As said, you know, this is expected to mostly be plastic. Even the big office photocopiers, you know, they'll have a steel frame inside them, but for the most part, they are plastic these days. Keep my eye out for them though, because I do want to get one in here to take apart. Supposedly they've got good motors in them. So far we've only got the one small motor out of this one. Well, we do have another little motor here. Make it two motors that we pulled out of here now. This piece is mostly steel. Looks like I might be getting some toner in me here. That piece, I don't know what it is. Clear plastic. It's probably got a gauge on it for telling it where it is. Okay. Little springs. Got some clips on here holding this steel rod. Get one off and it should slide out. That's a nice steel rod, so I will be holding on to that. That's another thing that these things are fairly well known for containing is steel rods that the drive components ride along. And got flashing on the part that the ink cartridges go against, but it looks copper, not gold. A little disappointed there, but oh well. We'll take what we can get. A little circuit board here. I'm trying to figure out how this section comes apart, if it does. There's that. First off, let's see if this board will just pop out. No, it's got those. Nope. That's got a little bit of steel in it. Not much, but we'll toss it into the steel bucket and let them worry about it because I take most of the steel out already for them anyway. This small board, again, just has the connectors for the ink, a few little aluminum capacitors, VGA, some other surface mount components as well. Rest of that I'm going to call plastic. Another of these guys. That and plastic. That's steel. Okay, what else we got in here? Take out the next roller. We'll continue working my way around, getting these screws. Here. Okay, let's get this out. That little piece still came out. This bottom piece is ready to pop out too. Small circuit board down here. This one's just got a couple sensors on it. Probably telling it that the paper drawer is there. Yeah, that's all that is. The rest of that's plastic. Plastic. Starting to get ink on my fingers. Oh well. Okay, I think I gotta go over to this side now. Let's see here. This may actually be a wireless router, or wireless printer. So this looks like it's going to be the main board, located right near the power, where the power supply was. More ribbon wires. More ribbon wires. Get that one through here in a minute. So this looks like maybe part of a power board. As I said, this looks like a wireless router because this looks like a Wi-Fi card. Might be. Actually, it's soldered on there. It does say antenna 1 auxiliary. So I'm guessing that that is a Wi-Fi Bluetooth card. Got an SCC number on it, which is pretty likely for that. We've got a crystal oscillator, MOSFET, other surface mount items that are tiny. This side we've got some BGAs, some chips, some flat packs, a few capacitors. This memory card slot will have some gold connectors in there. That's a sensor of some kind. Some copper bearing items. Got 4 coils here. A few more aluminum capacitors, and then we've got a USB. I think this is USB-A. There may be gold connectors in there as well. And it looks like we've uncovered motor number 3. this, other than being a mass of ribbon cable, has a couple ferrite pieces. This is all just wiring directors with some ferrite on it. This is the first time I've ever come across ribbon cables that had ferrite beads surrounding them. Ferrite goes into steel. Get my ribbon cable separated from my plastic and ferrite. Okay, so we do have another motor here. Not quite ready to come out yet. Now we're ready to come out. So that's what that sensor on that board was reading, was how far along the and some nice steel rods. I'll hold on to those. This one's got some texture to it along the drive portion. That's steel, a little bit of plastic. That is all plastic. One more little sensor down here, it looks like, on this side. Nope. And it looks like everything else is going to be on the opposite side. The wire there, another piece of ribbon cable here. Oh, that was going to that sensor on the bottom, probably detecting paper. And it looks like we have one more motor here. Motor number 4, right? There's motor number 4. And this one's got a little sensor on it as well, so it knows where it is. And when I say that, what I mean is The motor has this little plastic wheel on it that's got indications on it. The sensor, it rides in that sensor, and so it can tell where in the rotation this motor is. So without being a stepper motor, it knows how fast it's going, how many turns it's made, and all that from the software in it. I think the rest of this is now just plastic. Yep. That's all the rest of it is plastic now. Tiny little bit of metal on it, but not enough to worry about. This piece has another steel bar on it. So we'll hold on to that, take it apart later. And I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. So just a quick tear down of that HP printer. Got some decent boards out of it in terms of this board. I mean, there's not a lot in these, so if you don't have to take them apart, don't do it. But there's a little bit of stuff in here. This actually may have, I'm wondering if this is going to be, I don't know. Potentially this could be like the little mouse pad on a laptop and have gold flashing on the back of this board. Steel. But it's also a display. There's the backlight for it. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything here. There's definitely gold flashing on the end of this, so definitely hold on to that piece. Don't see anything else on this. I'll hold on to it for now, see what I can find out about it. But ribbon cables, for the most part, if they're silver tipped, it can just go into copper wire. If they're gold tipped, set them aside with your gold recovery. Most of these are just sensors, so nothing spectacular. I think there's one over there that's got going on up though. All that's plastic. We're going to toss this gear. I think this black one is the one that had, oh, that's all silver too. Thought there was one that had some gold flashing on it. Could have swore. I sure don't see it now. So these, like I said, there's a little bit of copper, potentially gold, but most likely in this case copper, because of everything else I saw what appeared to be. So, but toss that in with your copper or gold recovery there. I think these actually may be gold. It's in the back of that. That does look gold, doesn't it? That's it. I can send my kids to college with that gold right there. That's an interesting little piece. So we wound up with 4 motors. Bunch of little switches. You didn't belong there. You came from something else. You're plastic. You're plastic. You're plastic. You're plastic. You're plastic. 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 That was the light rail, so it's got LEDs on there. This has steel on it, which I want to pop off if I can. There we go. All those little steel zippers, I don't care. So not a heck of a lot in these. Like I said, if you've got another way of disposing of these, I'd recommend doing it the other way, because it's substantial, a little bit of work for very, very little. There's that other pad. That one's red. There's just not a lot in them that's recoverable. Like I said, 4 little motors, and that's all the circuit boards. Oh, and you got the power adapter here, which doesn't even have a label. Oh, here we go. AC power. 32 volt / 12 volt. Let's see what's inside. Just for giggles. Okay, Mike, just throw it on the floor. There we go. Now she's decided to let go for me. So in here we've got M&M, a couple aluminum capacitors, 2 little transformers, 1 more little copper spool there, and that's about it. Oh, there's a fuse, some chips and whatnot. That actually looks like it might be tantalum capacitor under all this schmutz. So I don't know how easy this stuff is going to be able to get. We've got a MOSFET over here. A small heat sink. That's probably another capacitor there. Like I said, one small fuse. So yeah, just not a lot. Not a whole lot. Oh well, have a good one, guys.